Okay, pooping flamingo. See this bird seed feed, whatever it is. The kids would try to empty your neck out, and so they'd tip it upside down. And this joint right in here. Let's see if I can get it for you guys. Camera's not very good. There you go. That flexes right there. Well, that little fine feed would get through that joint and get up in between this shaft and the neck, and you can see some still in here. And it got all the way down into this gear, and see how it spins freely now. I took it out and blew it out with the air compressor, worked it all around. I don't think there's any way to get it off that shaft without, this was all glued together in assembly. But when I first started, this was like binding really hard to turn. And if you look, let's see if I can get the flashlight on it. If you look, you can see how chewed up that there you go. You can kind of see that little chewed up plastic. It was just binding up in there and gouging, and I'll clean that up a little bit with sand emery paper or something and get it smooth.
Daddy?
Yes. Is this your pooping flamingo?
Yeah.
Is it not working? It was going click, 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 click. Are we doing surgery on it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Daddy?
What? Yep, there he is.
It didn't look like it.
Oh, there's some screw holes there. There was a zip tie. I've got some stills. I'll see if I can get them in the shot or not. But there was two zip ties, one down here and one up here, and I was managed to.
Are you trying to make a video?
I am, yeah. So I managed to clip them.
Make a video.
There's a zip tie up here, which I don't know if I was needed to take off or not. I used these little guys there and reached up in there and found the opening right there, and I was able to snip in without messing with the fabric. But the neck is glued onto the plastic. I tried to get it off, but I decided I didn't need to anymore. So then there was another zip tie down here. But okay, these guys all want to be on video, so we're gonna.
Why are you making a video?
Yeah, everybody wants to be on
Dad,
video.
why are you making a video?
Okay. You guys are supposed to be in
Are
bed.
you making a video so you know how to put it back together?
Okay. Love you too. Yeah, there was one zip tie around here as well. Because this part doesn't turn, just the gear does. Let's see. And that turns real free now. Let's see, little stuff coming out of this. So this, working on this neck, I frayed the wires there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. But they just solder back onto those two solder pads right there. I just used the soldering iron and desoldered them so I could work on that neck, take it out to the shop and blow it out. Now it's time for reassembly. Let's see. When I went to take this thing apart, there was plugs in here that had to get popped apart. And I just took the tip of my knife and popped them out, pried them all out. You see 4 of them. And then there's one hiding in here underneath the middle battery. The one you don't see is up here behind the wing. And he basically, I had to pry on the plastic that holds the wing as far as I can, and then take the tip of my knife and pry that plug out. And when I got it out far enough, I could rotate it so the beveled edge slid around the wing. Then I was able to pop it apart. And I was just able to get in there with this long shank mini screwdriver, pop that screw off. Once that comes off, then it just pops apart like that. Easy peasy. So I was gonna look at that. Yeah. So I'm thinking I can probably pop that wing out of those clips now and be able to get that screw in easier. Put the plug back in and then snap that wing back on all those plastic clips. It's hard to see, but yeah, that'll be easy enough. Let's see if we can do that. It's fortunate enough, I checked all these gears out. None of them are broke or stripped like I thought they were gonna be.
Well, what's the problem? Oh.
Sorry, not talking to you, talking to the video. They're all clean. It was just so bound up that it was flexing the plastic and slipping on that gear. But all the teeth look good, so I think we lucked out. Okay, putting these back on. Let's see if I can get it. There, right there. That little tab right there slides into this little tab right here. And there's one on the opposite side too. So we start with the female side there.
What?
You want to be in a YouTube video?
No.
Okay, then go away.
Wait, is that a YouTube video?
Okay, so.
You're making a YouTube.
Okay, so that's all put back on and popped up. Now I noticed that when I want to spin this there, that next one to spin, so I probably got it pinched in there, the fabric, so I'll have to make sure I get that clear before I before I screw these down completely and put the zip ties on. Okay, yeah, that the fabric had gotten pushed up into the head and pinched between the two halves, but now I got it pushed down and around, so now it's, let's see, it's still binding just a little bit. Oh, it's just because I don't have this side zip tied down, so I'll test that out right now and then zip tie it. Okay, I'm just holding it in place right now. See if I can push the button. Oh, I was holding the neck there. If you push it down hard with your thumb. Yeah, so that was all bound up and it would just vibrate. Now it spins freely. Time to button it back up. Okay, one more thing to note. I wasn't paying that close of attention. I thought they were all the same size or same length. But it seemed like this tail screw, there was one short screw. And I had the longer one in here and it didn't bottom out. So make sure you put the short screw in there. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the rest of them when I put them back in. I thought they were all the same length, but I know this one is shorter, so make sure you do that. Alright, just about ready to test. Got all the screws in now. I'll put all the plugs in, but first we'll test. Alright, there the little guy goes. Now, I didn't video it before when he was having the grinding clicking problem, but anybody that's having an issue is going to know what it sounds like, just stripping gear sound. But he's working now. Not to say that I'm not going to have to take him apart again, because today is, what, 2 days after Christmas, so she's only had it for probably 48 hours. And so he's already binding up, so I'll just probably tell her, go ahead and not tip him upside down. And yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, and it'll pop right apart. I would one zip tie here. I wouldn't bother messing with this zip tie. You can see my black zip tie. I'll have to try to spin that around so it's underneath. But yeah, you don't need to mess with this zip tie. You can slide that neck up far enough to get to that 5th screw up there. So, anyways, I mean, I don't know if there's any better way to build it. It's just one of the drawbacks of the design, but it is what it is. She'll be happy in the morning. She was pretty upset. Said it's her favorite gift, and it only lasted 48 hours. So I'll post this, and if you guys, hopefully it'll help. I did see one other video, some gentleman working it, and he missed this screw here, which I did as well, and I would have probably broke it too. I seen he had popped it apart finally, and this was broke. So yeah, you get that screw out, it'll pop right apart. So that's the trick. All right, good luck, guys. Just one more tip. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one out. It's almost hidden by the wing. You probably kids aren't gonna notice anyways, at least, because I see myself taking this back apart real soon to clean them out again. So I'm gonna leave that plug out. I could get him back in, but it's just it's not gonna be worth it. Especially he only lasted 2 days. He already had to come apart right out of the box. So I'm assuming he's going to need to come apart again. So that's my take on it.